Here I am again, guys. I'm not sure. I think yeah, that's better, slightly better. Got my cap on, basically. Right, I'm just about to go and pick up these hens now that my son's delivering. Without him, I couldn't have done half of what I have up here. He's such a good lad. He gets paid for most things, of course, but he really is a good lad, and I couldn't manage without him. I only have the one son and one daughter, but he's such a big help up here when I'm struggling on my own now. In the younger days I could do it, but now I find it hard to do a lot of things, and my son does help me out massively. So here I'm standing outside my allotment, which at first glance you're going to think, wow, what a mess. It's not as bad as it was, I can assure you. Let me just give you an example of what it used to look like. I'm not sure how well you can see this. We've got nettles up to head height, brambles, everything. And my allotment was exactly the same. That's the one next to me, by the way. The guy gave me this allotment, and this is huge. As I say, 10 years ago, and I've been working it, so this is my allotment. Couple of barrels off the back of a shed here, that's the corn store. You'll see here a 24-foot pigeon loft. I'm walking down the path on the outskirts of the allotment, and as you can see, it's a very, very, very narrow path to come up here. This is what I have behind me. And the path is very narrow. You can only get a wheelbarrow down, to be honest. I can just about get the ride-on mower down here. And I do actually keep the verges cut back, because the council doesn't do anything. So, let me take you to the end of my allotment. And we'll start at the far end, that's the worst. It's a work in progress over the next weekend or two. So, here's the path in. The gate I've recently built, a big wide one, so I can get the ride-on mower in and out. And inside there, and in the foreground, you can see is going to be where I grow the veg. Quite a mess and quite a lot to do. Down here is going to be filled, and a bit of a path put in so I can get the lawnmower up and down easier. Last weekend I put in this sleeper underneath the gate, which is wrapped in plastic to protect it somewhat. It is an oak sleeper and it will last quite a number of years, but I wrapped it in plastic just to give it a bit extra life. Probably see my days out, but there we go. That's the intention. So I have a 16-foot garage as well, which was a gift. In a state of repair. It's functional, but it's just got a load of junk in there at the moment, and that's another job to be done this winter. Back to the path, and I have to go all the way right to the bottom of this path here to go and collect the hens. And what I've done, the hens are a breed that's quite a heavy breed, but they're also good layers. They're Marans. So because they're heavy, and I struggle with heavy things these days, I'm taking my trusty sack barra down that I bought off eBay, and this has already paid for itself with the work that I've done with this. It also has a detachable handle that can go on the back of the ride-on mower and be used as a trailer, and the amount of stuff I've brought up here with this is unbelievable. It detaches there with a little split pin, and then it turns into a towable trailer. I think I paid 47 quid for this, but it was one of the best 47 quids I've ever spent. It really has paid for itself already. Only had this about 3 or 4 months, but what a basic kit. It really does help around the allotment. Okay, so we'll cut